What's up guys, welcome to Poland's Garage, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be working on Fari's Triumph Speed Triple 675. Alright guys, so as you can see, the front end of the bike doesn't look very good from any angle.
It looks gorgeous.
But it's going to change soon with the single headlight LED conversion kit. As you guys can see, this is the top of the line one, this is the LED one, not the halogen ones. It comes with all the mounting brackets and all the nuts and bolts, as well as those little spacers. You're gonna need a couple of tools. It comes with the number 4 and number 6, but you're going to need also a 70mm wrench, a ratchet, and an 8mm socket. You can use a deep one or a shallow one, whichever works better for you. And also those Allens are cool, they come for free, but you might be better off getting yourself either way long ones or short ones on a socket because it's much easier to use it. You will also need snippers. And let's get into it. Let's get into work. The first thing you want to do, you want to remove your little front fairing with a 5mm Allen key. I think I said 6 in the introduction. It's actually 5. I'll correct it on the screen.
That's okay. They will figure that out once they actually start working on it.
That is true.
Whoops, can't fit. Wonder why.
So obviously I'm gonna get out all of them, all 4.
Come on, you little. So after we took the front fairing off, now what we're doing is we're grabbing T20 Torx and just on a little 1/4 inch, just to get more access and make sure you're loosening, and you'll be taking this bad boy off after you take you disconnect that connector right over here. So take this baby off.
It's a tight space if you have big hands, but you will get it done easily. And this is the connector right here that Fari was talking about.
Literally all it does is just you have to press it from both sides. So if you take a look, like there's like the back end, so it looks like that, and then all you have to do is just kind of click it, like press against that part, and just gonna, it will release itself out. And then you take this sucker off, the T20, and then you're done. Just put it aside. All right, guys. After you remove your T20, now you get to the front. Start shaking this bad boy, literally back and forth, and all you're trying to do. Oh, I don't know if that's supposed to come off like that. We'll figure it out. No problem. I think this part right here is a little connector. It has to be, or else. Yep. So. Correct. Okay, let's try to break it. Come on, baby.
You might get a better leverage if you use a flathead screwdriver to pop it out.
I know, but let me make sure that it doesn't have another
Oh no,
piece.
there's a clip.
There it
is. There we go. The clip is from the bottom, guys. There we go.
There you go. So
you want to flip it. Once you pop it out, you want to flip it upside down, and you have a clip.
The clip
right
is
here.
at the bottom, right here. You guys have better
Yep.
look at it.
All right. Let's move on.
Set it aside. All right, guys. So Poland got the 8mm on the gun right there, the Milwaukee. You don't have to use a gun. You can actually go ahead with a nice 1/2 inch or a 3/8. It will get the job done. But all you're trying to do is you're trying to take off the 8mm brackets. Actually, right over here. So what you can do to get access to them is turn the bars all the way to the right, and then you're gonna have access to them right over here. They might be a little tight, but you have them on both sides right over here.
So essentially what you want to do first, I'm using the impact, but what you want to make sure
is you loosen them first.
Loosen them first with a regular socket, or with a regular wrench, because then you have the actual feel when they are loosening up, so you're not snapping the head, because if you snap the head, this is when you have the biggest trouble. But now that we loosen it up, oh, it's a hot one.
Good job, Poland. And this is exactly why you don't use a gun on them.
Even though we loosen them up.
You don't use a
snapping.
gun.
These bolts are known for snapping.
So don't use a gun. We're gonna have to easy out this bad boy. And
just a quick thought in your head, because you're gonna be reusing the same. Oh, you dropped the bolt. You're gonna be reusing the same bolts. Still, half of the thread is in there. we might be okay. Let's see. We're gonna cut it right now. We're gonna try to fix it up and see what happens.
Made you think to use an impact on that?
I know.
I loosened the bolts.
Still, it's just like because they're tight. You don't want to just like the dig.
Just turned into a long.
Yep, this is gonna be a long night. Thanks to Paul and Garage.
Hey. All right, guys. So it turned out 3 out of the 4 bolts snapped, just like we were expecting it. On the positive note, I guess the only positive one, they all snapped essentially in the same exact spot. So we just got lucky that this one never snapped. But I'm pretty sure the bolt cricked a little bit, like it twisted a little bit. But all of them broke at the same spot. So we literally only have 1 bolt left that doesn't have to be drilled out. On the positive side, like once again, we have this OEM Tools AutoZone
I think we're far enough to kind of get
right-hand bolt extractor set. So we should be fine. We should be able to pull it off today. But just, you know, be prepared for stuff like this. We used, on the top one, we used a ratchet or impact as you saw us, and it didn't snap. The bottom one snapped from an impact. This one snapped with me with an extension wrench, and this one snapped from Fari with just a wrench. So there's nothing you guys can do about it. It can happen. We loosened all of them too before using, you know, the impact or any other tools, and it just snapped. But if this happens to you, if you still want to do it, don't tell yourself not to do it, because, you know, it's gonna make your bike look so much better with this headlight. You just want to make sure you have another option.
I have a question for Fadi on this one.
Make sure you have Plan B.
Yeah, this is your plan B right here.
Just in case if you
is this bolt
prematurely
is-
bust a bolt.
Is this bolt extraction still worth the headlight?
To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure at the end of it, it will be.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
But you know,
It's fun. It's just all fun and games at this point.
God damn it, Poland.
Is there no bolt?
Make sure
There
you
is
got,
no
like,
bolt.
There's supposed to be a bolt. There ain't no bolt.
It's like half. Hey, look at the half full, okay? My mama always said, look at the cup half full. This is the half full. At least you got half of it out. You know, you could have just busted the head, you know?
I mean, that is true, yes.
You know, you could have
Because
busted
it's
the
like,
head
yeah.
and dealt with the whole entire fucking... At least you got half of it out.
It's definitely a little below half.
Alright, guys, so it's like an hour later,
2 hours.
maybe 2 hours later, and we finally figured out the how to do it. Essentially, the idea was to just zip tie them together, but because we drilled all of those bolts out and all of those threads out, we were able to get 4 matching bolts and connect them with the nuts in the back, just like this. I hope you can see it. So we essentially drilled through the entire thing, and we were able to reuse the original Triumph wire holders. So if this happens to you, most likely it will happen to you as well. Just do yourself a favor, get a set of nice drills, nice good drill, and drill all of those 4.
Because we broke what? How many drill bits today? We
Probably like
broke
2. Yeah.
Broke like 2 drill bits. Overheated the drill itself, but Milwaukee came through, and we killed the battery like twice?
Yeah, we killed 2 batteries,
yes,
the small one and the big one.
2 hours later. So honestly speaking, as they even say in their video in Motodemic, if they're actually pretty tight, go ahead and heat them up. You will save yourself literally 2 hours worth of drilling.
And also, if you already snapped them, don't go crazy, don't go cry, just drill all 4 of them through and put another bolt in it. But now we can finally move on and install the actual headlight on. So let's see that part. To install this bracket, first you will want to move all the bushings, the 3 bushings, away from the old part right here. So just pop those out so you can have the new bushings on.
Rubber grommets.
The rubber grommets, I guess. And you will have 2 of those nuts.
This is American.
That goes right here, and then the other one goes right here. So this is the number 17, which we told you about before. you can use just regular wrench, but there's so much cranking
Easier.
that this one's much easier. The geared wrench.
Yeah, ratcheting wrench will help you a lot, big time.
Ratcheting wrench will
It's a
help.
really, really tight area, and you don't got a lot of room to play.
And then you need both hands for this. So if you could hold the camera, you'll have to move the wires away.
So you get the wires out of the way on both sides, like that. And then you want to get this hole into
So
right there on both sides.
if you just slide them on like this, you will be able to just let it go.
17s, right?
Well, yeah, the 217s. Also, there's one more wire right here that you want to make sure we're going to move it before we retight it. We're going to move this wire away so it doesn't get clunked in there. There is a wire right here in the behind it. So we're going to move this wire away, and that's it. All the other wires stay outside. This one stay on the inside.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So now that this bracket is on, as you see, we also put those brackets, just mark them up first. So you want to put the longer arm going down. And essentially the easiest way to align both of those, for us at least, we put both of those O-rings on first just loosely. And first we put the bolts that go right here and right here that are holding the bracket on, this L-shaped bracket. So this way we know exactly how separate they are. Also, there's two sizes of rings. There's the size 48 and the size 52. So the 48, which is the smaller ones, they go right here on the top. So this is the 48 and this is the 52. As well as right here. What?
I told you not. Look, if you come straight from over here.
Yes.
One is crooked and one is not.
Yes, because
So
we have
they
to fit the
need-
light in there.
They need to be loose.
They're gonna be loose, but what I'm trying to say right now, you mock it up so they are the same length between them. So you know exactly where to bolt it on. And then we start, when we bolted it right here, we bolted at or tied it at the threads. When those little threads,
You know when
Starts-
you have the light itself, it will do the same exact job, right?
that's why you don't deal with high people.
Having the light on will
Uh-huh.
literally do the same exact thing because they're already gonna stay between these, so it's gonna give you.
Yeah,
the
but
right
it would be
width.
harder to install the brackets.
That's why you lose it loosely first, and then after that you go ahead
God
and
damn
tighten
it, he doesn't know how to work on anything. Either way, we're going to...
That's why we ended up drilling. Okay.
I ended up
Longer
figuring out
arms.
the idea how to drill. Alright, we're gonna install the light and come back to you. Alright, so it's a little bit loud, but we mock everything is still loose on here, but we mock everything together just so we can, you know, turn on the bike and see if all the lights work. And as you can see, all of it works. So now we can shut off the bike and actually retight and align everything on. Alright guys, so as you see, as you saw, the light works. So we tested it. At the end, all you have to do is just retight all those brackets and you're good to go. And obviously install the cluster, but the cluster just pops in on those 3 tabs and there's nothing actually holding it on. Nothing is bolted on. So that's how you do it. And one thing we messed up on the explanation. So when we were installing the bracket that was actually holding the cluster, we moved the little metal ring that was holding the wires below the actual bracket. So we undo those 217 millimeter bolts, remove the bracket that we pre-installed, and then also remove the metal ring holding the wires. Then put the bracket on first, put the metal wire holder, and then sandwich everything together. And that gave us enough clearance right here to actually fit the light itself. And after everything was plugged in, kind of, as you see, tuck the wires away. And from the distance, nobody can see. You probably want to get the light also like aligned at like a professional shop so we're not blinding other people. But for the time being, we kind of just eyeball it. But that's about it. As I said, the hardest part was drilling those broken bolts out. And sadly, this can happen to any one of you. But besides that, the bike looks much, much nicer. Alright guys, after hours of fighting with the balls, with the lights, as you can see, as you saw, everything is back on. So let's just finish up the videos and I make it any longer. You guys have any last words or no?
It looks a lot better.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
A lot better. Now we're gonna pull it out, show you guys how it actually looks with full light when it's dark out.
And if you're lucky enough, you get to watch this guy stall.
Maybe.
Alright, let's see it.
I think this is pretty legit.
Turn the lights off.
Turn your light off. So, check this out. Low beams, high beams.
Yeah, you're blinding everyone.
Low beams, high beams. Is that Bigfoot?
Alright, let's see you stall.
Stall.
Come on. Don't be a little girl. Where's the little girl?
Where's the little girl?
Oh, damn. He actually tried. Alright guys, as you can see, we're not that terrible at wiring stuff and installing stuff because everything works. Alright.
First impression?
Any last words?
I love it. It's lighting up the road. It's doing what it's supposed to.
He can actually see.
That is true.
And the bike looks better.
Yep. Oh yeah, 100% better. Like 1,000,000% better. Alright guys, let's finish it up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe.
Comment below what you guys think, and we'll see you guys for more mods. And that's a wrap.
And that's a wrap. And also Fari's link is gonna be linked down below for his YouTube.
Thank you.
Alright guys, have a good one. I hope you enjoy it once again. And leave a comment if you liked it or no.